Bllackkoutt TV on the Run. I'm your host, Tony Bllackkoutt Williams. Today's subject, young black youth and how they feel about their position in America today. No one wants to seem to hear what they have to say. Today, I am giving you an opportunity to hear exactly how either your children or your loved ones in this age range today, how they feel and what they are going through. This is your chance to finally understand exactly how they feel and exactly what they want. So without further ado, I'm going to give two young ladies a chance to explain to you how they feel. Take a listen. All right, welcome back to Bllackkoutt TV News on the Run. I'm your host, Tony Bllackkoutt Williams. We are here with two young adults of the new version of young adults in the world today, and their views and why no one wants to seem to listen. So, who wants to go first?
I can go first.
You want to go first? Okay, state your name, and let's talk about why older adults ought to pay attention to you guys in your age group right now.
Okay, so I'm Micaiah, and I feel like they need to pay attention because we're about to lead the next generation. It goes on and on. It's a cycle. And so, with that being said, we see things way differently than the older adults see things. Because, let's be real, the world was so much different when y'all were younger. Y'all had different struggles and plights. I mean, look where we live. If you live where we live, which is Ohio, and our city, you would know we got crime. And we're dying out here. The police is killing us. We're killing each other. And we handle that so much differently. And some of us, I feel like, do handle it the wrong way. But some of us is just trying to make it. Like, we just trying to get to a place where we can feel sane with all the violence going on, all the stuff that's happening. And if we work together instead of against each other, and we band together, we could do so much better. And then we can fight the people that are really coming into our neighborhoods and making a mockery of our struggle. They literally come into our neighborhoods and make a mockery of our struggle as if we some dope slinging criminals. That's crazy.
So you're telling me that all young youth, upper, like say 18 and 19, all the way up to 25, is not mostly selling drugs or standing on the corners?
No.
So everybody that stands on the corner is not a drug dealer?
No, absolutely not. Not everybody that stand on the corner drug dealer. And if you are, not everybody want to be out there on the corner. It's a lot of people, they were born. That's when they were born. That's what they were conditioned to do because that's all they knew. And there's no one been able to go out there and give them the opportunities because some people are mentally strong enough to overcome that, but some people need help. They need support, and that's natural. We're human beings. We're not meant to be solitary creatures. We need support from someone to let us know like we have hope. And if you don't have no one telling you got hope, then you're just by yourself. And now you've been conditioned because a lot of time it's the older generation that get these boys off the basketball street playing basketball at the park. They get these boys and they condition these boys, tell them they're gonna give them a family, which is something they don't have at home. And then they get these boys out here on the corner selling. They don't really know what they get into until they too far in deep. Then what they gonna do? They ain't got nowhere else, and they got this man telling him he the only family he got. Where you gonna do? Where you gonna go when you ain't got nobody else?
Okay. You kind of feel like what she's saying is true, or you want to add to that? What's your name?
My name is Destiny.
Okay.
So I feel like it's just weird when the older generation don't really listen to us. For the simple fact, it's like y'all raised us and then y'all complain about like how we act, even though y'all were the ones who raised us and we're trying to go off of what y'all basically told us to do. And like we can't do our own thing because y'all go back to like how y'all grew up. It's like we didn't grow up like that, and when I was younger, we were never allowed to do that. So like I feel like you shouldn't do that, or like
do what?
Like how the way we dress. Like back in the day, people used to like just cover themselves, make themselves seem more modest. Like what I'm wearing now.
That wasn't true.
Well, for some people.
No, because see, okay, I'm older than you, right?
Mhm.
So the people that was older than me thought that we dressed weird, and they would say, "Why are you cutting holes in your jeans? And why are you wearing stuff that look like this?" So we originally was doing that first, and they thought it was weird. So what I don't understand is why we seem to now think it's weird
Yeah.
when you guys do it, when you're basically doing the same thing that we was doing. It's just, if you think about it, you guys did add in a little something extra. I mean, you know, like taking pills, and it's a lot different drugs out here than it was back when we was coming up. So I think maybe that's more of what my age group is trying to figure out, of why you guys choose to. I mean, is it that much more stressful that you have to add these different drugs on to try to like maintain everything that's going on around you, or is it just your way of saying, I'm gonna do it my way and there's nothing you can do about it?
I feel like for some people, they feel like they can do it their way and like they know what's best for them, even though it might not be best, because like they didn't have anybody to actually tell them what's right and what's wrong and if they should or shouldn't do it. And other people, they just don't care. But I know for some, like, they do take pills, but like they take the medication kind, like prescribed to them for their health, but like that's not strong enough.
So what's a farm party?
I've never heard of
Never
that.
heard of that
No.
farm party?
No.
Like when you go to a party and guys your age group, and there's a punch bowl sitting on the middle of the table and it's just filled with a bunch of prescription drugs?
I don't think that's something.
Or is that in just white community?
I think
Yeah, I
that's
don't think
mainly
that's
for white
yeah.
people.
That's white community.
Yeah,
So what
I-
did the black? Okay, so you guys are African American women.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like to use African American because only for the fact that you're not from Africa.
Yeah.
So I don't like using that. So we're going to change that. Let's start changing that. Stop looking at each other as African Americans. I'm not African American. I'm not African. So
We're just Black Americans.
exactly. So you're Black American women, young women. So when you go to parties and stuff like that, let's just start there. That's a good place to start. When you go to parties and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure people in my age group is wondering, which would be you guys' parents, is wondering what is going on at these parties that make them so dangerous.
I think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's mainly just, it's not even really the females, because like sometimes it is the females and like they have problems with each other and like they'll fight about it, but the dudes, it's like when they have a problem with another guy, they just want to kill him like straight off the bat. So like they'll bring guns or anything else to the party.
So is it jealousy?
It could be jealousy.
Or is it women making their boyfriends jealous by dancing with another guy?
It's both, because like some girls, they just want to make their dude jealous to see like how protective he is, or like if he'll actually do anything, or just to get a rise out of him, because for some women they find that entertaining. But like other times it's just really some jealous dudes who you simply look at a dude and they get upset, or you say hi or bless you, like they really get upset and feel like you're automatically cheating, or you want to talk to somebody else.
Yeah, and then I think it's a mix of like, you got people that are in like maybe a gang, or they work the corner, and then they come to these parties and they see somebody they got beef with, and instead of, you know, they be like, it's on site. So once they say on site, they not trying to like go out like a hoe, as some people would say. So
So on site, okay, for the older generation, what is that?
it's like, so when I see you, it's on, like it's cracking. When I see
No
you,
matter where you
I
are.
don't care where we could be. We could be in church. I could be with my grandma. If I said it was on site, then grandma, close your eyes because it's on site. So I feel like when people say that, and they in these situations where they may be like in a gang or whatever they're doing, and they beefing with someone, and they be like, oh, it's up there, they don't want to seem like they no punk. So when they see them, that's when it gets pop off and get shooting. And most of the time it be innocent people that really get hurt because bullets don't got no name. But I know at all the parties I go through that I've been to, most of the time it just be music, drinking, stank bodies, because you know parties be stank. If you ever went to a party and it hasn't been stank, you're delusional. And probably some and you know, people be smoking. But other than that, most of the parties I've been to been chill. But yeah, there be times where people don't want to knuckle up anymore. Like y'all so stuck on this new age of, oh, I can't be no hoe, so now I gotta kill this dude. When y'all doing the same thing, y'all both working the corner, maybe on 2 different streets, but y'all both doing the same thing. And it's just kind of crazy because y'all both trying to get the hustle, y'all both trying to eat and make sure people you love eat, and y'all doing the same thing, but y'all want to knuckle up no more. I don't know what it is. Like, y'all really out here trying to kill each other, and y'all live in the same neighborhood.
Okay, so all right, that's okay. Now let's move on to the next subject. How do the youth, young adults, feel, especially black women, when you go to these jobs and you feel like the older men that work there make you feel uncomfortable to the point where you can't tell your boss because he's probably one of them. So how does it, just let the people know, how do you guys feel about something like that? Like, how does it make you feel? And you can't express yourself to nobody else. So this is your opportunity right here on Bllackkoutt TV News on the Run to tell the viewers, the older adults, how you young ladies really feel about that.
Coming from a personal standpoint, being in that position, it is so uncomfortable and it's so disgusting. Because
what are they doing?
Like, they just be mad creepy. Like, you see someone, you get creep vibes, and then they'll start hovering over you, being in your personal bubble. They want to like lightly grade you and try to do subtle stuff just to see how far they go. You can notice it. Like, as a female, we have that intuition, and you can just notice when that man's trying to see how far he could take you, to see if he can get to where he wants to go. And it's sick. Like, my daddy your age, and he's never, like, I was raised with my father in my life, and to have him there and let him know this is how a man's supposed to treat you, and to know that you might have a daughter my age and you could hover over me like that and treat me like I'm prey. That's sick. And it make you uncomfortable. It makes you like lose hope in someone. Like, these men, as men in our world, if you want to do biblically speaking, Adam and Eve, y'all are supposed to be the protectors. And
yet they acting
you acting like
horny horn
dogs. A creep. You acting like a creep.
I can feel you staring at me.
Yeah, and it's like
if you drop something,
you're
like, oh my god, I gotta pick this up. He's looking. You know what I mean? So,
you gotta change your whole air, and it's just kind of like, I can't even be comfortable in my body, because then I was asking for it, right? Then at that point, then people start to do that. Like, oh, your shorts, well, if you wasn't wearing that, then you was asking for it. Like, that's awful. Like, you as a grown man should not be looking at a young girl my age like that.
Exactly.
Unwarranted. It's not like I came up to you. I'm doing my everyday thing, and as a man, and you're supposed to be my protector. You men are supposed to be the protectors. Why are you, as the man supposed to be the protector, making me feel the most unsafe right now? That's not cool, and it's sickening. It really makes you sick. You're unclothing me with my eyes. I feel naked right now, and I have clothes on. That's not
acceptable.
Yeah, that's not acceptable. And
that's
it's like,
right.
And then you go to that point, like, should I tell somebody? Because then if I tell my daddy's finna get it cracking. I don't want nothing to happen.
And if you tell your supervisor, or if you put in a complaint
to HR,
you might get fired.
Like, you might get fired. And then especially,
or they're going to find a way to fire you.
Especially if you're in the military, they have really bad problems with that. Just coming from a personal standpoint, knowing somebody that was in the military, being a female, that got harassed, you can't tell anybody that. Because then all of a sudden, you're not that warrior you were meant out to be, that soldier. You're weak. So now you have to bottle that in. And
even if they get raped,
they can't tell anyone.
There's a lot of rape going on in the American military right now. Yeah,
and they can't tell anyone. And it's sad. Like, y'all are supposed to protect us, and y'all don't protect us.
But it's a lot of men being raped in the military too.
Yeah, and
they can't tell nobody.
They really can't tell me. Yeah, and it's just sick. Like, y'all gotta get out of this phase where, like, if they say no, like, it ain't a whole bunch of, excuse my vulgarity, it's not a whole bunch of other coochie out there or booty hole out there.
We don't censor nothing there.
Okay, like, it's a whole bunch of privates out here ready to bust it down for y'all, and y'all wanna Go to the people that it's unwarranted. We don't want that from you. You need to get out of that. It's a whole bunch of people. If you into some kind of kinky, weird stuff, that will get on your level. It's a whole bunch of people nowadays. The internet is a broad place.
So the people that they can hear you right now, this is your chance right now to tell them, bosses and all, how you feel. Like, tell them, if you want to say stop, scream stop, leave me alone, go ahead, let it out.
Y'all creepy as fuck and y'all need to stop. No joke. Y'all need to stop. It's uncomfortable and I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But think about your child. The next time you want to go over there and be a weirdo, think about your daughter you might have home, or your son that you have at home. Think about that man that live across the street from you, looking at your baby, undressing him. Think about that, because it's sick. You're not supposed to do that. It's not okay. These are children. At the end of the day, these are somebody's children, and you wouldn't want no one to do that to your children. If you don't have children, you need to go check yourself in somewhere, because you're sick. You have a problem. You really have a problem.
And your name again?
Micaiah.
That is Micaiah. All right. Same question to you, Destiny. How do you handle being looked at a job site like that?
See, for me personally, I get like real aggressive. So like, if I see you looking at me, I'm automatic just off the bat. I'm gonna get aggressive and like tell you to stop looking at me, or like this gonna happen. Like whether it's a threat or anything. And like, if that don't work, then it's just whatever happens after that, because I've already gave you a warning and I can't help you after that. So I either start fighting or anything, because like, it depends on where you work and who you work for, because some people, they will listen to you, but other times it's like, when you know they're not gonna listen, you might as well just start fighting back for yourself, because nobody else is gonna do it. Cause it's not like you can always just up and leave your job, especially if you like got bills and stuff. Like, you still gotta take care of your personal stuff.
What if it's a family member, an uncle or cousin that's older?
Oh God.
That changes the story a little bit, don't it?
See, yeah, but not that much. Like,
Because who can you tell?
For me, I'm gonna tell the main people who I know I can trust and who will stand up for me. But that's not like for everybody's family, because like, some people, they don't have family, so they can't really tell anybody, or they got the type of family who are like, well, you can't tell anybody else, even if they are family. Like, this stays a personal thing.
Yeah, then they try to pretend like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So what if, okay, so you go into a store, and you see a guy with his wife, and older, you know, they old enough to be your parents, and every time you walk down the aisle, you turn and you look over, and you see the guy's constantly always staring at you. Would you go over and tell his wife, your husband keeps looking at me? Wouldn't that kind of put a stop to it right there, to just expose the pervert right there?
Yes,
like,
no.
Yeah,
you know,
for
like,
some cases, because like, some people's wives, they turn around on you like, well, he wouldn't be looking at you if you didn't look like that, or anything like that. But like, some people,
seriously?
Or they hit
Yeah.
you with the, girl, my husband don't pay attention to you, blah, blah, blah. And then
Exactly,
they start jumping down your throat. And now it's just kind of like, everything I did was for naught. And especially if I came at you respectfully. So now I'm finna fight both y'all, because y'all get on my nerves.
Wow.
Because at this point, what was the point? If I came to you respectfully, no disrespect, I'm like, listen, your husband's looking at me, he's making me feel uncomfortable. I just wanted to let you know this woman a woman. And you jumping down my throat, making it seem like I want your man when I just clearly told you I'm uncomfortable. As a woman, you have that intuition. I feel like all women have that intuition where you just know another woman is uncomfortable. And I'm clearly telling you and you're not listening. Now you're making me mad because you're condoning his mess. It's not, if y'all been married that long, you know how your husband get down. You know how he get down.
Yeah, that's true. You know if he's looking over there at the young girl that just walked in.
Yeah.
Don't matter what she got on.
Yeah.
If you feel that what she has on is going to make him look, then you
Yeah.
know he's already looking when you're not looking at him.
Yeah.
So that's true. That's true. You know what? This I like this topic, and I like what I'm doing here, because at Bllackkoutt TV News, we're just trying to push out you guys word of what's going on, and especially with women. I push a lot of women topics for sports and business and stuff like that because nobody seems to want to hear from y'all.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially black women.
Especially black women. So, I mean, well, then again, I mean, white women get treated pretty rough too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They get treated pretty. They don't get money like the men get the same way you guys do. If you come in the job making $17 an hour, the man's making $30. So
I think
it's
the
the
only
same
difference
way.
is this is a saying from my grandma. White women tears matter. Ours don't. Like
true.
that's one thing that's for sure. I know that for a fact. I've been in those situations.
So we should say what? All tears matter.
Yeah, all tears matter.
All
because,
tears matter.
Yeah, because you know how that goes. When I cry wolf and I'm crying and I'm really out here pouring my heart out, I'm just another black female searching for attention. Of a white woman is crying, her tears are gold, and whatever I did wrong, I'm getting put either underneath for sale or underneath the ground.
Well, I tell you what. This is Tony Williams, your host, and we are here with Destiny and Micaiah, and we are doing the Bllackkoutt TV on the Run News. But what you had just heard is what everyone at their age range is thinking about. And they have no one that they can really tell or talk to about that. And that's what we're trying to do here today to start this off. This is the very first one of this show. And it's going very well. And also, we want to let you guys know that Micaiah, what are you doing now in your life?
I am about to start college in January. I am applying for the nursing bridge program. So I will be doing 2 years getting my associate's degree, and then I will be bridging over to a university, hopefully LSU, because Louisiana State University is amazing and have a beautiful medical program. So I would hope that I can get into there, but I do have other options. And I'm working as of right now, enjoying my little time off before I start jumping back into school.
Okay, then don't get in no trouble. don't go out here and party too hard and then mess up your chances to do all what you want to do, because for black, it's very easy to go to a party, get pulled over in a car, and a person who you was riding with is either drunk and have a weapon or drugs in the car, and then everybody's going down, and then there's your career and your dreams down the drain.
Yeah. To all the young people, have a DD. I'm a strong believer in that. If you don't have a DD, don't even go.
What's the DD?
Designated driver. That means they don't have no liquor in their system. They don't have any recreational drugs in their system. They're the strict driver. They're completely sober. You need to have a DD. If you don't have no DD, don't go. I'm so serious. I'm a very strong believer in that.
You know, teenagers or anybody young that's not drinking and driving? I mean, we're just being honest.
No, if you have a friend and y'all going out tonight, y'all gotta alternate. Because that's what we used to do. We used to alternate. Somebody gotta be the sober one here, because we gotta get home safe. We gotta get home safe. If you want to make it home, I know everybody want to party. You can still have a good time completely sober. I've been there, done that. Had a great time completely sober, not doing nothing crazy. It's y'all are alternating to keep each other safe, and that's what y'all should do as friends. We gotta look out for each other. So, especially as women, if y'all a group of women, you definitely have to have a DD. I'm a strong believer in that. Somebody has to be the designated person, to make sure all of you are safe and y'all can interchange it. So I believe all young people
and women do have that one friend that always get stupid drunk and vomit all over the place.
No, yeah, we do. And then you always got that one friend that's the mother hen.
Okay, Destiny. What's your future goals and plans other than having perverted men out here, older men that don't know their age, that don't know how to act their age?
I don't know really. I kind of already have like my nursing degree.
Okay.
I got my STNA. And I know I could always just go and be a nurse, and it doesn't really matter where I go, because some places they do teach you no matter if you don't have it. so I could still continue being your nurse?
I think you'd be good in broadcasting. Because you're not shy.
Kind of. I'm not shy when I'm not on camera. But, like, I'm good at art, people say. Like, I like fashion. I like photography as well.
Okay.
And, like, I'm really good at, like, organizing and making stuff, like, clean. So I could also, like, be someone's personal organizer and, like, help them out. Like, I can do a lot of things. Because...
Well, you're still young and your future is bright.
Yeah.
You got a lot of living to do.
Yeah. So I don't want to rush into like one career and just say that's the one I want to keep forever if I'm not really happy and I know there's something else out there I can do.
Well, make sure it's multiple stuff because you want to keep your options open.
Yeah.
You want to keep your options open. Now, how old are you ladies?
18.
I'm 18.
18, both 18. Okay, see, there you go. Two young adult black women telling you their side of the story. This is Tony Williams, Bllackkoutt TV News on the Run. We'll see you next time. Peace.